Hey guys, before we get into this episode of Random Range Day, I want to give a big thanks to this video sponsor, which is Ghostar Tactical. Ghostar Tactical makes stocks for your AR-15s that house Glock mags. Why would you need that? Well, there's a few different reasons. The 1.7 houses a standard capacity Glock mag. This one here is the Giggle Pop, and that's for the extended 30-round Glock mag. Put it in there, clicks, press to release. There's that. The last one is the 50, again with the extended mag, and then for the standard one, just below it, with two release buttons right here. Why would you guys want Glock mags in your AR-15 stock? Well, maybe your AR-15, just the AR-15 stock, but it's actually chambered 9mm, so you just have the mags ready to go. Or it's a regular AR-15 in 5.56, but your sidearm is 9mm, and just want all the capacity in the world. No one's gonna complain about having more capacity, so there's that. Again, thanks Ghostar Tactical for sponsoring this video. They have these three offerings in multiple different colors. Check it out. You guys can use the displayed coupon code to save you guys some money as well. So anyway, on to the video. Hey, what's going on guys? Brandon here with Texas Plinking with another Random Range Day. A slightly darker Random Range Day. It's only going to get darker as well, and that's okay. We're prepared for it. Random Range Days, in case you guys are new here, it's guns that maybe are new, but in this case, mostly guns that I just haven't showcased in a while. Just some things I want to highlight. For starters, we've got this right here. This is a Springfield Armory M1A and 6.5 Creedmoor, but I've plopped it into a Sage EBR chassis in Navy Seal Gray, and I showcased this probably 3, 4, close to 5 years ago, something like that, and I haven't shot it since. We've got this, we got Mark 12s, we got some really quiet suppressed pistols, we got thermals, all kinds of fun stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it. I can hardly see anything, I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna go for something about 140 yards away, try to offhand this beast of a rifle that weighs oh so much, and see what happens. Oh, we should end there. Try to go smaller. I really should stop there, huh? Oh, there's a miss. Oh, I wanted to end on a hit. All right. Well, I know what you guys are thinking. You guys want to see it shoot some long range. Well, we're kind of at a light, but we planned accordingly. I laid out at 1,000 yards and pretty much just mag dumped it and hoped for the best. I got hits. The first shots in like 4 years. And check that out.
Hold left edge of target. That was low left. Impact. 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 Left. Right.
Nothing like a magged up at 1,000 yards. But yeah, really cool setup. 6.5 Creedmoor's relatively new round, but the M1A is not a new design at all. And you know, harkens back to like the M14, but for civilians from Springfield Armory, a really, really cool thing. But because it's modern, I plopped it in that EBR chassis. So a very, very cool thing that seemed to be hodgepodge project, but actually very cohesive. On top, I have the old school Arkin Optics EP4. This is an optic I started messing with in 2019, back before I ever heard of Arkin Optics. And it's still on here on a very abusive gun, the M1A, and has had 0 issues. So pretty cool showcasing there. They're on the EP5 now, and they have all other offerings. But like I always mention, code Texas Plinking gets you guys the biggest savings currently available on Arkin Optics. So be sure to check them out. Rolling on over to a Mark 12. You guys know I like my Mark 12s. We've got a PRI Mark 12 Mod H, 16-inch barrel, AE M5 suppressor. Overall, very, very cool. I showcased this a couple years ago and said it was my favorite AR-15 at the time. Looking back, I think it still is. 16-inch, you know, AR-15, 1-10 from Vortex. So it's can kind of do it all mid close range, but laid down, I've been able to hit at 1,000 yards. Effectiveness, iffy, but hey, it's done it. Anyway, I could go further into it, but I did in the main video, LaRue trigger, all that stuff. With this lighting, won't stretch the legs on it, but you know, at 140, 150 yards, why not? Let's go ahead and shoot a little bit. Whew. All right, not only can I not see much, this suppressor is also for the intended use of a Mark 12, nice and slow, but when I shoot any form of a quicker succession, I start to cry. I'm gonna go for the left one now.
I think those might be hits.
Whew, I think so. I think I might be gassed out. This thing sounds good, but man, rapid firing it. Yeah, catch a breath. Canik is a brand that I actually really like. I only have a few Caniks, and they're like the full-size, more competition-drive things. And I've always thought for the money, they're actually really, really cool. So I have like that SFX Rival and those kind of series. So this is the MC9L L4 longer grip. So check this out. It's a polymer frame, striker fire. But with Caniks, those striker fires have actually had really, really good triggers. But again, those are, you know, the full-size SFX Rivals and stuff like that I've messed with. But this one, I'm more curious about because it is for everyday carry. But just dry firing it, haven't shot it just yet, feels like a really nice trigger for a striker fire. Pretty small mags. Considering they hold 17, I wouldn't think they hold 17. Yeah, it's a little flamethrower at night, huh? That staccato ammo's got a little bit of fire breathing to it. Here, just to make the box an even number, we'll go ahead and just throw these 3 in there. Again, not really shooting anything particularly, just because I'm just getting the feel for it here. And it's night, I'm really just aiming at nothing. But
I heard a steel hit.
Hell yeah, that's all that matters. Shooting into the abyss, and something's going to get hit if you put enough steel targets down there. It's kind of Hickok strategy. Going to start implementing it. Yeah. Really, really cool. They've got black, they've got FDE, they got two-tone, and they're a $4.99 MSRP, and I'm seeing them retail for anywhere from like $4.40 to like $4.60, as low as that. So not too bad. Cool concealed carry option. All right, now we're gonna get into the part of the video I'm most excited for, and that is talking about quiet pistols. I want to talk about all kinds of things. The pistol, the suppressor I'm going to use, and the ammo I'm going to use. I'm really excited about. But let's go one by one here. This is an M&P Spec Series. I've showed it before, the OD green one with the threaded barrel. 9mm, that's all you have to know. Let's start one way. We're going to add quietness. So unsuppressed, and we're going to shoot the same range ammo, 124 grain from Staccato. So it's going to sound like what you would expect an unsuppressed 9mm to sound like. Just go ahead and dump 5 rounds just to show you. As you'd expect. Now, another 5 rounds, except this time suppressed with my new suppressor, Dead Air Mojave 9. Probably under 100 rounds to it so far, so still getting some first impressions, but I have to say, probably, if not mistaken, my favorite 9mm suppressor so far. Let's go ahead and shoot some more and try to confirm those thoughts. Same pistol, same ammo, just with the Mojave 9. If it wasn't for some sound happening downrange, I would think these are like subsonics, but that is not only great feeling, it's cycling fine, not kicking crap back in my face. So really impressive suppressor here. And for the longest time, I don't know if you guys stuck around for these videos, but in videos before where I was shooting suppressed 9mm and making it pretty quiet, I would say there was certain ammo I couldn't talk about. And I'm able to show you guys now because I'm able to talk about it now. Staccato has been making ammo, 124 grain and 125 grain. The 125 being the hollow point match ammo, 124 being the range ammo. Well, quite a while ago, they sent me, I think, 100 rounds of this, and it just had a prototype written on it with not much else other than 9mm Luger on it, and it was subsonic. And I couldn't talk about it, but I could shoot it and kind of, you know, get some T&E on it, and I love that freaking ammo. Ran out of PCC, suppressed, unsuppressed, polymer frame stuff like Glocks, MMPs, whatever the case is. Everything I would shoot, it just ran so nice. Suppressed, unsuppressed, again, is a big deal, and it was just eating it up so nicely. But I've had these big old prototype box, or labels written on the boxes. I could finally tell you guys, Staccato offers it now. It's the 136, and it's just so nice. Just because it's subsonic doesn't mean you have to run it out of suppressed stuff, but it just so happens to be a great round for suppression. All right, she's happy now. Holy hell, that is so nice. Sounds like just a roofing gun. All right, just for fun, I'm going to put the ears back on because we are going to start off with the 124 full metal jacket, 5 rounds, then 5 rounds of sub. You guys won't be able to tell the difference, but I could try to convey it. All right, here's 5 rounds of supersonics. Then subs. I hope that comes off on camera. All right, admittedly, yes, it would have been smart if I was wearing my glasses the entire video, but I'm doing it particularly here because I don't know the setup too well. This is the first shots with it, so just because you never know. So I'm wearing the glasses at night like a dork, but that's okay. This is a 6 Hour P229 Legion SAO, and I'm making it work, hopefully, with my Sonus 9 from Energetic Arms. I love the suppressor, but I haven't used it in this setup yet. This pistol, unsuppressed, I love. The suppressor I love. So we're going to see what happens, and then we're going to start with suppressed with the supersonic 124s. Hopefully that works out nicely, and we can just go into those subs. Lock back, 5 rounds, good. Sounds pretty good. louder than the last setup. Not bad. All right, for the sake of science, we're just gonna go one at a time here, because it seems like this is quieter, but these are two suppressed 9mm with the same ammo, the 136s from Staccato. And let's go ahead and start off with the M&P again. And the SIG. Yeah, it is a wee bit louder, huh? I loaded more in the SIG. Oops. We got one more rifle to get to before we close out this video. Shoot a little bit of thermal just for funsies. But this was the main thing I want to talk about, was finally talking about this ammo I couldn't talk about for over half a year. It's finally now in production. And these two guns, different suppressors. I just love myself some subsonic suppressed pistols. So one more Akimbo scene is due. Hell yeah.
Real life thermal testing. We heard something in the bush.
Oh, there it is. Oh, something else is running way back there too. All right, and lastly, we're going to showcase a little bit of thermal. Now, I just made a video with this unit on the last video, but I can't help myself. We're out here. I knew it was going to get dark pretty early, as it does this time of year, and so I thought I want to get more rounds through it. And it's just too easy. There's internal recording here, so do a little bit of external as well. Again, if you guys missed that video, go ahead and check that out. But because it was a full review, it was, a little longer, maybe 14, 15 minutes or something like that. So this being a random range day, I'm just gonna hit you guys with the quick facts on it. But thermal, night vision, all that stuff, unbelievably expensive. And this does it all in one. Now the way it does that is this top piece right here is a digital night vision device and digital day. So you use it during the day, night, whatever, but it's never gonna be like analog night vision, but it is pretty cool in the sense that it picks up low light. And then this tube right here is a IR illuminator. So once you fire on the IR light with the digital night vision, it's very usable. And don't worry, the things that you're going to be hunting at night, like coyotes and hogs and stuff like that, they're not going to pick up that IR light. They're not shooting back at you. This isn't warfare with the hogs, but maybe it is. But if you guys are so worried about your IR signature, you don't have to worry about that with thermal. Now, when I first got this like 4 months ago, I was so skeptical because the price point on this is $1,300, but right now they're $1,100. And then they even gave me a coupon code, Texas Plinking, that brings it to under $1,000. It's $989.99. Call it $990. As I was getting set up, we heard some ruffling over there. We didn't know what the hell it was, and we looked over with thermal. I could tell it's probably an armadillo. I saw this little white, right now it's on a white hot mode. There's black hot, there's red hot, all kinds of different ones. I could show some B-roll. Anyway, I got to see it, and as I was scanning for the targets, I saw a doe out there as well. All things we're not able to see because I'm just looking into a black wall right now. But for $990, again, if it didn't have any other feature like with a day and digital night, it's also got a laser rangefinder built in as well, and I'm gonna start using that with this button so I could actually tell you guys the exact range. It's going right now. It has built-in recording with 32 gigs of memory. So let's go ahead and pop some rounds down range. I'm going to press this button and we're going to go to digital night vision. And you're able to see the silhouette. I can zoom in a little bit as well. There you go. And on the top left is my thermal. Now if I press that, to be honest, there's just not a whole lot of temperature difference right now with the steel and the backdrop. I was hoping there would be. But anyway, there's the thermal look. You can see how much more temperature is in these rocks, in the trees. I was very, very impressed with the thermal. Let's go back to digital night vision. Fire off a round. Hopefully it hits. And it does. Let's go to this silhouette right here. All right, now let's try it with thermal. And again, oh, actually, now there's some temperature on it. I must have hit low because there's some warmth from the round on the steel. Oh. Missed the left, I saw that. See that temperature that splashed right there? So I need to zero my thermal better, but we'll just hold. Yeah, we'll go for the silhouette here. Yeah, I need to zero this a little bit better, but hey, nonetheless, it's doing it. Just for fun, let's go back to digital night. And with the night, right when I shoot, you can kind of see some of the smoke from the suppressor and all that stuff, that muzzle blast, but with thermal, it cuts right through it. Not bad. That's 3 times zoom. We're at 6 before, that's why it was more digital looking. You guys want to know what 1,000 yards looks like at night? There you go. That's the 1,000-yard berm. And all this excitement, I forgot to mention what it was because I just made a video on it. But this is the DNT Optics Therm Night. And again, it's digital night vision with the IR light, digital day, thermal, and laser rangefinder. And as I say that, I forgot to showcase it. So we could go ahead and aim at the targets right here. Press this button. And that little crosshair there is going to be how to range it. Hit it again. That should be 150. Yeah, so 150 yards is what we're just shooting at. 816. So yeah, pretty cool to have a built-in laser rangefinder. So very, very cool. It has the app as well if you guys want to get geeky with it. Put in your ballistic drop and then press this and then it can kind of do all the come-ups for you. But again, we're talking about a kind of do-all night solution, night thermal, all that for under $1,000. Is it as good and clear as some of the pulsars and stuff like that? No, but it's way more usable than I thought. This will absolutely get your feet wet. You guys could hit the field with everyone with the pulsars just to shoot some hogs and all that kind of stuff. Absolutely capable. And it's 50 BMG rated, all that good stuff. But anyway, again, under $1,000 when using code Texas Plinking. I'll put a link in the description if you guys are interested. But again, just a random range day, guys. We shot the M1A EBR in 6.5 Creedmoor. Mark 12 is always a good time. Suppressed 9mm. The new Canik, ending off with this. So it's a random one for sure. It's gotten dark, getting cool. So we're going to go ahead and head on home. That does it. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.